All right, you know what? It's official. Season finale. Let's go. I do wonder how they're gonna wrap this up. Let's be honest. For the last few episodes, they've been, I don't know, beating around the bush, so to say, the mid episodes. But there's nothing like a good season finale episode cannot, undo. So I have high hopes still for this particular episode. Let's see how they wrap it up. If they do a good job, but it needs that, strong finale to cement things going forward. So yeah. Without further, don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into it. You know what? I'm gonna miss this theme song. Like I said, it's one of the best, but I can always listen to it online. But it always gets me pumped. It always gets me hyped. There are some new things they are showing us in this particular tapestry. I know they, add a few elements every now and then, but for this particular episode, I should say, they are showing us some foreshadowing.
I must see the queen.
Why? What's going on? What's going on with All White? Oh, yeah, Aegon. Yeah.
Aegon!
They're just getting the news, right? But why are you so surprised? Aegon wasn't confirmed dead. So it's not like there was always that possibility that Aegon was still alive,
His prophecy has tested me again and again, and I have met.
Can you forget the prophecy for like 5 seconds and focus on the challenge that is at hand? You seem to forget that you're fighting a war. Maybe finally now you can do something. Because we haven't actually seen her fight. We haven't actually seen her, like, legit in the battlefield do something. Finally, Battle of Dumbledore. I've been waiting for this for like the past 4 episodes, for God's sake. And now you're speaking Daemon's language. And this is all I've been asking for since like the last season. I need Rhaenyra to actually lock the fucking. Let's be honest, she's been moping around for the last episodes or so.
Your sorties have yielded nothing, while my enemies have been allowed to muster their strength.
Okay, but what the fuck have you done about it? All you've done is mope around. All you've done is complain and cry and whine. And those that are actually fighting your battles out there, you don't even show any appreciation. You know what I mean?
Insolent child. Shouldn't blame you for it, truly. Insolence runs in your blood.
What do you mean by that? Are they trying to do a Targaryen-Valerian rivalry type thing? What do you mean by that?
His eldest living son.
Not really, you're still a bastard. He never legitimized you. I guess everyone is just bullshit in this episode. I've been saying it before, that is a cool armor Ormond has, right? But that's the thing. It doesn't have any wear and tear of actual battle. I actually don't believe Ormond has actually seen battle, has actually been in an actual fight once in his life, if I'm being honest with you. They are preparing for a siege, but how are you going to plan a siege against dragons? That didn't end so well the last time.
Then rise a knight, Sir Daeron the Daring.
That's his nickname from the books, right? Also, it's important to note that this is not the typical words for knighting a knight, right? You usually do the prayer of the 7 in the name of the Father, in the name of the Mother, in the name of the Smiths, etc., etc. But I don't know why they switched it up. So maybe that means Ormond isn't interested in the fate of the 7. And the Hightowers they predate the Andal invasion, right? So, and with the Andal invasion came the fate of the 7. And even though they did convert, I mean, that is where the seat of the High Septon was before they moved to the Crown Lands. So, but, at the end of the day, Ormond is just moving on his own terms.
The High Septon will anoint me and bless my reign for all of King's Landing to see.
What if he says no? I mean, he's already said no. So what are you going to do when he says no publicly this time around? Are you going Cersei style? Are you going to burn down that doesn't make any sense because the small folk, they already despise you. So what plan do you have?
You are to sail for Pentos at dusk.
Oh, she's getting fired. I told you she wasn't going to make it. I actually thought she was going to die. But lucky for her, she's just getting fired. I mean, in hindsight, for what's about to happen, it's probably the best thing she can do. This is exactly like her vision, right? This is exactly what she saw, I think. So everything is all coming together, right? It's inevitable.
She will never release you.
Thank you for that message, but how is that going to help me this time around? Why didn't you do something before? Now she gets fired. Now she comes to her senses.
My own brother is dead.
What do you think he does when he finds out Aegon is not actually dead? I mean, she's tried with Daemon. She's trying with Aemon. We still don't know what her full plan is. We don't even know who she is, really. What does she know?
Cursed for sharing in Harren's avarice. Stripped of her name.
And that is a nice exposition dump. Because in the books, we never really get anything. Her chapters are not fully written. George never really finished writing her chapters. But that is a nice context. Makes her, whatever her cause is, much more sympathetic.
When summer returns, you'll have to show me.
Summer will never return. Winter is coming. Isn't that her whole prophecy? Isn't that the whole thing? I mean, realistically, it could be worse, right? It could be down in the dungeons, in one of those cells that we saw Otto in. So it could be way worse. She needs to eat, if not for herself, then her child, you know.
I have no ambition, but to discharge my duty.
That is a lie. You do have ambition. Otherwise, what I've been boasting about. Apparently, I'm no longer a bastard. Cool armor, by the way. You see what I mean? If we got this... listen, she looks cool. That armor looks good. Probably the best we've seen so far. So why not give me more action, right? What even is the point of this siege? I will ask again, against dragons, what is the point of a siege? Wasn't that how Harrenhal got turned to ashes, right? Apparently, there's no big enough castle to stop a dragon from burning it down. So this whole siege thing is pointless. Already? Caraxes. He's drunk somewhere. Also, it doesn't make sense that the enemy dragon can just fly in and swoop in. Even though I've been saying how a siege is pointless when there's literally dragons flying around, but still, it doesn't make any sense that Daemon can just fly in over the entire city, the entire town. Her plot line has been so pointless this entire season. Alright, now let's see if she does something. Apparently, she's running away. What is she gonna do? That was a nice deal. If I was her, I would have taken it. Get away from these Targaryens.
Knight approaches.
So, kill him.
With Lord Corlys.
You see? Ormond is always 10 steps ahead.
I return your hand.
4 fingers of him at least.
4 fingers is enough. It's more than enough.
And let Darren rule from Oldtown.
No, that is a bad deal. Why would they do that?
Give Prince Darren Oldtown. Name him Lord Paramount of the Reach.
But it's a better deal. Shut the fuck up. Oldtown is powerful enough. Even stabbing her with 4 fingers, Corlys is still making more sense than everyone in this situation combined. You can never reason with the Targaryens. Fire and blood. You know, fire and blood is too chaotic. You see what I mean? Obsessed with Valyria and prophecy. We all know how that ended. I don't know who is more delusional, Daemon or Ormond. They both deserve each other. I mean, honestly, that was as good as a plan that Corlys came up with. But like I said, you cannot reason with these people. That is in Vega. What dragon is that? That is Sunfire. Oh,
I'm alive!
I'm alive! I'm not feeling this rivalry they are trying to make up here. I'm not feeling it. Besides, you should have your priorities right. What are you talking about? Fight me? What?
My betrothed.
Oh, she loves that. She loves hearing that. Finally, her plan is coming all together. Alright, so Aegon is not completely stupid because that was a solid plan. More or less. At least he has his priorities right. However, I don't know how you're going to get Ormond to confide and, be loyal to you. To be loyal to Aegon. Because he has his own thing going on.
Take your greybeards over the walls, overwhelm them with your northern fighting spirit.
I mean, they'll try. Gets open, then try. I mean, they'll try. That northern fighting spirit is something. They have that old man blood in them compared to the rest of Westeros, so they can go for sure.
Princess.
Oh, princess. They have balls though. The Fate of the Seven. Why is it every High Septon? I don't think killing him, I don't think going against him at this point is profitable. Yes.
An empty work of brick and stone.
That is a flex and a half. That is a flex and a half, but that is also stupid. Now you have the people against you. They are more loyal to their fate than they will ever be to a crown, especially that of a conqueror. An invader, more or less. All white knows what I'm talking about.
It was prophesied.
I don't know about the prophecy part, but the Viserys naming you heir part is 100% rightful. and true.
I need Ulf the Dragon Rider!
That is only for putting your faith on a fucking drunk. Also, Rhaenyra, I don't think these people care about your prophecy and Old Valyria and a Song of Ice and Fire. I don't think they really care about that. Well, we all know how that ended, unfortunately. D&D strikes again.
I must light the way.
That's funny because the words of the Hightowers are "we like the way." This whole thing is funny. Okay, she's gone completely mad, apparently. I mean, look at how she's moving like every politician out there. I'm not gonna name names.
I don't want the best of you, I want the worst!
I'll give it to Damon. He knows how to pump. I mean, I'm pumped right now. He knows how to do that. He's a master of leading you to your own deaths. He's good at that. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is so fucking cool. This is dope. This is cruel. This is not good. This is not dope. I mean, look, they're literally pissing themselves.
Change your fucking heart up!
You asked for it. The North has never looked so cool, charging to their own deaths. Wow. Clean off. This is what I've been waiting for the entire season. This is what I've been asking for. They raised my hopes in episode 1, but after that was... Imagine if they were moving like this after that episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, is your plan falling apart? You should know better than that. You should know better than to trust. I mean, you treat people badly. Of course, they're not going to be loyal to you. I hate it when movies do like, what is oil going to achieve that hot water wouldn't achieve? What is hot oil going to achieve that hot water wouldn't achieve? It's a waste of resources. It's like lighting your arrow on fire and shooting it in an open field. What is that going to achieve? Nothing. If not for the spectacle of it. I always like it when they do that one shot, long shot though. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, Damon did ask for the worst of him. Props to that stuff, man. She's good. I'll give her that. She's good. I'm still mad the way she did Cole, but she's good with it. Whose dragon is that? Sometimes it's hard to tell which dragon is which. I can only tell Vega and Caraxes apart, and Sunfire too, I guess. Especially now it's Burnt.
Caraxes!
They have the best bond. All he has to do is just call Caraxes. And that is how it should be. Wouldn't it be much more efficient to fly over and then Dracarys than crawling? I mean, come on. What is you doing? Shouldn't you be stationed with your dragon? Why are you charging with infantry? The horse is the MVP of this episode so far.
Still fucking alive!
Mad lad. Mad lad. Look at this fucking idiot. Also, how are you sleeping through all of this? That reminds me of Tywin. Every time now I see a character on shitting themselves, it just reminds me of Tywin. That is great character development for Ormond. I'm not even kidding. The fact that he was able to get close to someone, they haven't even wiped the shit off their ass, but he was able to do that. Is the bravest thing he's done so far. I'm asking the same thing you're asking Damon. He shouldn't be there, but he's looking for his wife. What are you planning of? What is he thinking? Oh, that is. I mean, he's being treated like shit, and rightfully so, by both parties. So what is his plan? Well, that is the least surprising turn of events, I would say so. Damon, come on, man, you're getting your ass kicked. So close to looking like Aemond. This close. Dude, that's stand corrected. Ormond can actually fight. He can actually stand his own. I wasn't expecting that.
That's a proper fucking...
Right in the yam bags. Who does that? A mad fucking lad, that's who. Not like this. Come on. I was starting to like Ormond. Not like that. That was unnecessary. So Off is just killing everyone. This whole sequence reminds me of Saving Private Ryan. That whole storming of the beaches, Normandy. I like it when they pause and do this, slow-mo shot of just seeing what from the perspective of the civilians themselves. It's actually nice because it puts it puts things into perspective. Because at the end of the day, it is not the highborns who are getting the most or the worst of this. It's the common folk, right? So
We are leaving.
that is dope. Even after all that, he's still a one-man wrecking machine. I'm talking about Damon. And also good on call is for staying loyal. After everything, not just the finger, but also the fact that Rhaenyra still hasn't, you know, legitimized his bastards. He's still loyal in the midst of all this chaos. Imagine if the Valyrians were the ones to actually have dragons. It will be so much better. The realm will be so much better for it. Well, we all know what's going to happen. Fuck off. I can't believe they killed Ormond. Unceremoniously too, right? Come on, man. Also, this is the tipping point for him too. So what is he going to turn to? I mean, the way she's been moving the entire season, last season, what am I even talking about? The entire show. I'm surprised she didn't do it earlier. So now she understands. Alicent now understands right through the fucking neck. That's brutal. That is brutal. Exposition time, foreshadowing. I thought she was going to go for it. Alright, I'll give it to them. This is a solid season finale. But that doesn't excuse from the fact that from episode 2, arguably, to episode 7, they were beating around the bush. Imagine if they were moving like this from after that battle of the gullet. Imagine if they were moving like this. The pacing of this show is scattered, is here and there. I mean, it's typical for HBO shows in general, but any Game of Thrones related TV show, they're always trying to draw things out to the point that it becomes just frustrating. Well, not to nitpick, right? One thing that has helped me this entire series is that Rhaenyra hasn't actually done anything useful. Let's be honest. If not for everyone she has fighting for her, if not for Daemon, if not for... she hasn't done anything useful. Let's be honest. All she does is cry and moan and then cry some more. She's not moving like someone... You literally have people dying for you out there. The least you can do is ride your dragon into battle and help out. On the other hand, you can argue that if Rhaenyra ends up like Rhaena, then the whole point of the war, the blacks, they lose everything. So you cannot have your queen in front of the, at a vulnerable position. But still, also another thing is for book readers. I don't know if they're wrapping this up in like, if that was it, the Battle of Tumbleton, which I'm not complaining if that's what they're doing. There's actually 2 battles of Tumbleton, right? There's the first and the second one. So I don't know if that's what they're doing. I don't know if you are getting another one sooner or later, or this is like the entire thing, and this is how they are going forward with it. Either way, fantastic episode, fantastic finale. The mid episodes were the pacing, like I said, this was off. It could have delivered better. You start strong, you end strong, and if that is the takeaway, then so be it. I still think this is overall one of the strongest seasons. Definitely better than the last season for sure. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. What shows are you guys looking forward to? Me personally, The Lanterns and The Reacher. Season 3, The Reacher. Or is this season 4? Sorry, season 4 actually. The Reacher season 4. I'm looking forward to those shows. Those both shows. Lanterns and Reacher. And that I feel like that will occupy the void that has been taken away from House of the Dragons. For now, at least. That is it. So, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you all on the next one.